It's Sunday fun day. We are going to meet some friends and colleagues for a Danish brunch. One of the guys who I've worked with for years, who's now one of my clients, is from Denmark, and he's taking us to a traditional Danish brunch. I don't actually know what it is, but we'll find out. But there's like open-faced sandwiches. But that's on for a couple hours. In the meantime, we're gonna go walk around and explore a little bit of the city.
And now you've got yourself something funky.
All right, we had a really nice meal with Jesper, who's from Copenhagen. Do you remember what the name of the flat-faced sandwich was? It's a smørrebrød. I don't know how to pronounce anything in this country, but we are trying. But Kelly and I did not get the herring open-faced sandwich. We had it was like a potato open-faced sandwich, but it was delicious. It's always great when traveling to sample the local cuisine. And we learned that the word for cheers, which is always important to know in every country, is, do you remember?
Is it skål? Skål? Or something like that?
Yeah, you've got the Kelly's got the pronunciation down. It's skål.
Oh, skål. Skål?
Yeah, S-K-O-A-L,
Yeah.
but apparently like there's an O above the A. It's not spelled in like American English. But a great lunch. Thanks, Jesper. Had 2 full days of client meetings, and now we're starting our PwC conference. I've got to take a conference call. We have dinner tonight. We've got sessions tomorrow. I'm presenting, and looking forward to seeing my European colleagues. And pretty cool hotel. And then I'm going to try to sneak away on Thursday morning for do a little bit of sightseeing. Kelly is scouting some of the best areas. So let's go check out the conference. All right, so it's the opening day for the Tivoli Garden. Is this the oldest amusement park? Second. This is the second oldest amusement park in the world.
And the first oldest is also here in Denmark, somewhere.
Okay, so apparently the Danes like their amusement parks, and so do I. One of the things that I try to do when I come to a new country is understand the cultural norms, and particularly the business cultural norms. I typically reference a book called Kiss, Bow, and Shake Hands. This video is not sponsored by anybody, nor that book, but it's really interesting. And so one of the things that I always try to do is learn how to say some basic words. And the Danish language is very challenging, to say the least, but we've at least learned how to say hello, which is admittedly pretty easy. It's hi. And then we've also learned thank you, which is tak. And so that's really the extent of my Danish language, other than skål, of course, which is cheers. But you know, try to speak a little bit of the language, and then everybody who we've met here speaks perfect English. In fact, we met one lady who's from here who sounds more Midwestern than we were. But all right, we're gonna get back and keep exploring. We're on our first ride. They're bumper boats.
Doing a great job.
Kelly is captaining. All right, so when you get a cup here, they're plastic, but then you put them back, you get a 5 kroner. Whoa. We gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go do the roller coaster. There's a 5 kroner deposit, and so they recycle their cups. Very environmentally friendly. Let's see how this works. Uh-oh. You hold that up for me?
Yeah. You're only allowed to reclaim deposits paid by yourself for the purchase of beverages. Okay. It's gone.
It's gone. So is our 5. All right, we're not sure what happened to the 5 kroners, but we at least recycled the cup.
Yeah.
There does not appear to be any kroner, but that's all right. We recycled. Still mission accomplished. Made it to the Copenhagen airport. An amazing trip to Denmark. Some of the other things that I learned in the Kiss, Bow, and Shake Hands book is I feel like the Danes are the Midwesterners of Europe. And as a fellow Midwesterner, I mean that as an absolute compliment. It's really important to understand the culture when you're attending meetings with people. And what I learned from reading the book is that the Danes are very polite. They're generally on time. But you know, one of the things that you also need to keep in mind is whenever you're reading one of these books that it's important not to overly generalize. If you're wondering where I got a bunch of that footage, it was from Kelly's excursions. I had several very long days. One of the challenges when coming to Europe is, you know, you get up. You start meetings at 8 or 9 European time, which is 2 o'clock in the morning U.S. time. Put in a whole day of work, and then as your day is coming to an end, those in the U.S. are just rising. So it almost feels like you're working 2 full days in one. And I had several days like that, but it was still a great time. And I look forward to coming back and hopefully spending some more time and actually seeing some of the sites that Kelly got. If you like what you see, mash that like button, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications on YouTube, and stay tuned next week for another exciting edition of the Doug McHoney Vlog.